Plainclothes Devils center Brian Boyle, diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia, discusses how his recovery is going and when he might be able to play. Andrew Gross, NorthJersey.com. West Point, NY. There's virtually no chance Brian Boyle will be ready to play in the Devils' regular season opener on Saturday. But that's not the point. Speaking to the media for the first time on Monday since being diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia, when the Devils opened training camp on September 14, the Veterans Center said he was feeling better and better, and has been amazed by the outpouring of support he's received. "I've been floored by it. My wife Lauren too," Boyle said as the Devils practiced on Monday at Tate Rink, part of their 3-day, team-bonding trip to the U.S. Military Academy. "We've gotten so many calls." Pittsburgh sent a letter signed by everyone, a little note from Sully coach Mike Sullivan, Boyle's former assistant coach with the Rangers, and Sid Crosby. "There's a lot of crap that's going on today, especially," Boyle added, referring to the mass shooting in Las Vegas. "But people, just in general, are good. It's restored a lot of, I guess, faith. It's made us feel really wonderful about our situation. It's motivated me especially, that I'm doing everything, and I can beat this thing, and get over it. From a few dark days, where I was down as I've ever been, to some decent news at the doctor, to the outpouring of everybody, it's really been a 180 and I feel pretty good about it." Boyle, who has been skating on his own, is being treated with medication, not chemotherapy, and has his next evaluation scheduled on Tuesday. He may or may not be cleared to begin practicing with his teammates. Even if he is cleared to resume practicing, it's extremely doubtful Boyle, 32, would be ready when the Devils face the Avalanche at Prudential Center on Saturday afternoon. In fact, Boyle's return to playing may not be imminent at all. "The bottom line is it is progressing," said Boyle, who signed a 2-year, $5.5 million deal with the Devils after splitting last season between the Lightning and Maple Leafs. "I said I wanted to play on opening night because I think everybody does. But it's progressing. It's not necessarily the be-all and the end-all. If I'm cleared, I need to get in my own training at some point and actually be put in situations that are real instead of skating. I can skate for days now at this point, but I haven't really bumped anyone or hit anyone. That's a huge part of your conditioning. It's just something that's hanging over my head a little bit," Boyle added. "When I come back and play, I want to make an impact and be good. I'm doing everything I can now to make sure that happens, but it's going to take some time." In addition to skating on his own, Boyle has participated in team meetings and been around his teammates. Free agent center Brian Boyle, in 2012 when he was part of the Rangers, has agreed to join the Devils on a $5.1 million, 2-year deal. He previously was with the Lightning. Photo Frank Franklin to Associated Press. Boyle was also part of a team-building exercise on Sunday in which the squad was broken into smaller groups, with each group having to lug a heavy rock up a mountain to the top. Center Adam Enrique, whose group won the challenge, said his rock weighed 190 pounds. "I want to be a part of it. I want to participate," Boyle said. "Yesterday was cool. I didn't have to sit on the sidelines." Still, no decision has been made as to whether Boyle will travel yet with the team if he is not ready to play. Following Saturday's opening, the Devils depart on Sunday for games at Buffalo on Monday and at Toronto on Wednesday. "I trust them," Boyle said. "I don't know how they do things. It's my first year here. I already feel I'm a little high maintenance with what's going on, and I haven't played a game yet. I'll do as much as I can until I get cleared for the next hurdle." Boyle said he would likely be on his medication for an indefinite period, either until it stops working or the traces are so small. He said taking the medication has been somewhat of an adjustment because you have to be pretty regimented as to how you take the meds, just a little bit more of a thought of when you eat. But Boyle said the fatigue he experienced throughout the summer has subsided. "I was so tired before I was taking those medications that this has really helped a lot," Boyle said. Brief defenseman Brian Strait and forward Brian Gibbons were placed on waivers. Both will likely be reassigned to Binghamton if they clear. On the web, watch a video of Brian Boyle talking about his recovery. Visit NJersey.co/email grassa@northjersey.com.